Do we really even need Faithless Looting in Phoenix anymore? Let's find out. Welcome everybody to another Modern Horizons 3 video, and I'm glad that you guys have been enjoying the content because these last couple of videos have been absolutely popping off, so thank you very much for all the support. Today we have yet another Modern Horizons 3 brew with actually my spoiler card. Well, one of two spoiler cards. Turns out the other one is pretty good, that stupid little bird wizard. But yeah, WotC has provided me with two spoiler cards, and the other one that I got was Buried Alive. So I've decided to try and see if we can bring back Arclight Phoenix from the graveyard, and in more ways than one. So Buried Alive is extremely powerful because if you think about it, it effectively gives you, like, you can't even really count how much mana it adds to your mana pool because you're bidding 3 Arclight Phoenixes. How much mana would that normally cost? Maybe like somewhere between 4 to 6. So it sort of acts as this weird ritual and adds a lot of consistency. Now, the best possible draw this deck can have is turn 2 Ritual, make 3 red mana, Manamorphose, use 1 of the red, turn that into a black mana, cast Buried Alive, put 3 Phoenixes into your graveyard. You've now cast 3 spells. That means you can attack your opponent for 9 on turn 2, which is extremely powerful. So the rest of the deck is kind of the more stuff that helps enable that. So you have Dragon's Rage Channeler, which whenever you cast a spell, you put cards in the graveyard. Maybe you mill a Phoenix. That's pretty good. Mishra's Bauble to help facilitate the Dragon's Rage Channeler. A bunch of removal spells, so we have 4 Lightning Bolts, just kind of pound for pound the best one. And then Lava Dart, which may not hit a lot of decks because a lot of people are building their decks around Orcish Bowmasters. But what's nice about Lava Dart is it's 2 spells. So even if you can mill it over off Phoenix, that's a free spell to get or mill it over off of Channeler, excuse me, that's a free spell to get Phoenix back, or you can just cast it from your hand, flash it back from the graveyard, that's 2 spells right there. Another card that we are utilizing here to help put Phoenixes into our graveyard that's also free is Highway Robbery, which has a plot ability, which means you can pay 2 and exile it from your hand, and then on a later turn, you can cast it without paying its mana cost. So you can plot this on turn 2, cast it on turn 3, put a Phoenix right into the graveyard, and you've already fulfilled one of the spell requirements for the Phoenix. There is 2 copies of Underworld Breach here. You're not necessarily a dedicated Breach deck, but what's nice about Breach is it sort of helps get those last points of damage in, because if you have a big Phoenix attack them for 9, maybe they can answer 1 or multiple of the Phoenixes, maybe it's hard to get those last couple of points in, and Breach plus Lightning Bolt is very good at doing that. I have 1 copy of Demolich here, which looks kind of out of place because there's no blue mana sources. Well, technically there's no blue mana sources. But I was goldfishing this deck a bunch, and there were situations where I would draw 2 Phoenixes, and my Buried Alive didn't have 3 good targets, so I kind of wanted a 5th Phoenix adjacent card. Think of Demolich as an Arclight Phoenix, but you need 4 spells instead of 3, where in this deck, because you don't have blue mana, you're not really casting it. Now, maybe there's a build that plays more Demoliches, blue cantrips, and actual blue sources, but I don't really know how to fit those blue cantrips, and there's a lot of, the deck space is kind of tight on this one. And then the last card here is Pyretic Ritual. This kind of just acts as a 5th copy of Desperate Ritual. I don't exactly know what the correct number of rituals to play is, but I do think it is correct to play them because it is part of your nut draw, right? Turn 2 Ritual, Manamorphose, Buried Alive. So somewhere between maybe 5 and 6 is the correct number. I have 5 right now. Could talk me into 6. And then Gutshot, just another free spell. Not as good as Lava Dart because you can't, cast it from the graveyard if you mill it over. But you kind of want a high density of free spells to be able to get those Phoenixes back. Mana base is nothing special. Bunch of fetch lands, bunch of Blood Crypts, and 1 Raucous Theater to be able to, again, mill over Phoenixes. And then in the sideboard is where it gets a little strange. Slingshot Show Off is kind of a weird one, but I wanted something that's good against graveyard hate because Phoenix is traditionally not that great against that stuff. So that's the idea there. Blood Moon is good against the Eldrazi decks. Feed the Swarm, also good at killing Leyline and Ordati Voidwalker. Thoughtseize for combo, and Fatal Push for the aggressive decks. So that's pretty much it for the deck tech. Buried Alive is an extremely powerful card, and we're going to see if we put it to its full potential in today's video. I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. This hand's good, right? Alright, give me a Channeler. Give me a second land. That is not a second land. Stubborn Denial. You have a Shadow Gamer? Surely I can find a land, right? As a matter of fact, it did. Instant artifacts. Yeah, there's no reason to cast it now. Upkeep Dart. I kind of wanted the high roll, but maybe I should have Upkeep Darted. Graveyard that. I guess I probably have to cast the other one Upkeep, because I just cannot afford to miss another land drop. Okay. Well, I mean... Okay. Do you ever just sack both lands and just say, fuck it? Just send it? Did we just send it? 13, 12, 11, attack for 6. It is a 2-turn clock. Here's the issue, right? The issue with not sending it is we know they have stub. So if I wait, we're not going to be able to resolve either of these anyways. There's no shot we send it. I don't know, man. It's like... we need to draw a land to be able to play around stub anyways, right? Like... I mean... I'm sending it. What if we also milled another Phoenix? Have you considered that? Have you considered what if we milled a second Phoenix right here, right now? No, probably should have kept that one. Graveyarding that land was probably insane, right? I got no lands. I don't need lands to win. It's fine. I can win without lands. Who needs lands, man? Yeah, no regrets. They took it? Let's go. Dude, if I win this game, I look like a genius if I win this game. Ooh, now they can Bowmaster my Channeler. Well, the thing is, even if they're playing Shadow, it doesn't matter, because Shadow can't block either of these. And it's a 2-turn clock, you know what I mean? So if their turn is just play 2 Shadows, they're dead on board. Oh, that's a good point. They can't Bowmaster with Dressdown in play? Yeah. We did not draw land. So they're at 1. Bro, Dressdown Null Drifter? Kinda hot. No, I have no permanents. What the hell? Chat, where did my permanents go? 12, 12, Death Shadow. Alright, so it turns out sending it was not a good idea. Could draw a Gut Shot. Dead. As a matter of fact, sending it was not the best idea. Alright. What would we like to play against Death's Shadow? Right, Null Drifter but Dressdown is sick, because you get the draw on cast, and you just get to keep a 4/4 flyer Annihilator. It turns on stub, too. Yeah. Null Drifter Dressdown is nice. That is hot. I'm going to cut the Gut Shots for Fatal Pushes. Try that. I will say, Goldfished a lot better than it's playing out. You just have to mold these hands. Okay, this one's okay. Yeah, we tried Eldrazi earlier. I think we went, what, 3-2 with Eldrazi, I think? Pretty sure the final record was 3-2 with Eldrazi. It felt pretty good. There's definitely something there. Honestly, the best part of that deck for me was the synergy, like, not the synergy, but the draws of turn 1 Mimic, turn 2 Evoke Null Drifter. Like, that stuff was sick. Because here's the issue, right? Like, the biggest problem with playing... The biggest problem with playing Ugin's Labyrinth is you have to play a bunch of 7-drops in your deck. But when your 7-drops also just happen to, like, be castable spells on turn 2 with a soul land, that's how you kind of mitigate the downside of playing a bunch of 7-drops. And it gives you the ability to attack for 4 on turn 2 with your Mimic, which is something you didn't have before. So the core of, like, Mimic, Null Drifter, that was really good synergy there. Initially, I thought Null Drifter was going to be bad, but it played out a lot better than I thought it was going to. All right, so we have to play around soft stub, which we can do. Do I want the Manamorphose? I don't need it, right? I guess, what am I looking for instead? I don't know. I guess not Manamorphose. I'm not sure. For the raid, welcome everybody from El Gran Boa's stream. Appreciate the raid. Was that, like, super loud for you guys? I gotta mess with my alerts. Whoever started this music, they're kind of sick. It's not that bad, right? Welcome, Raiders. We are playing in the Modern Horizons 3 Early Access event. I'm playing some MH3 Modern all day long. It's been fun. I've been having a great time. Dismember my Phoenix. Okay. Does not have flying. I repeat, does not have flying. Cannot intercept flyers. It's pretty important. Oh, so they're going to go dress down, block, take 4, because this is going to lose the abilities. But then they just died at bolt, right? Okay, I'm going to go to combat. So they're technically not dead if they have dress down, but they're dead to this, so. Also, certainly dead to that. Game tree. Still don't really think I want these blood moons. I'm just going to run it back. This hand doesn't have Buried Alive. Think it's good enough? I know, right? This is like a classic Modern matchup, Shadow versus Phoenix. When's the last time you saw Shadow versus Phoenix? It's been a while, right? Tomber, it's your favorite card. Oh. We don't play around stub, do we? We just jam. It's pretty backbreaking if they have stub, but I did not come here to play around cards. I guess we could Manamorphose into another ritual to play around stub. Right? Well... Alright. Well, no, because they can just stub this, right? Well, they didn't. Imagine they actually had the stub. Alright. Tres Phoenixes. No reason to cast the dart, right? I don't think so. What about a Pearlier deck? Hold on. I just screenshot this. Turn 2, by the way. I don't know about Pearlier. My issue with that card is, like, I don't know how to build a deck with Pearlier. Dumek wins the match. Let's go. Phoenix too strong, folks. Phoenix too strong. Oh. Alright, good to know. Good testing. Why do people do that? Alright, what does our hand do? We're on the draw. This hand's kind of sus. I'm going to ship it. This is the exact same hand. I mean, I'm already on 6. We can at least robbery away this Phoenix. Alright, what's Dingo now? Still playing Tameo? Come on, man. You got new decks in the arsenal? You gotta have more decks, right? Alright, your turn. I wonder if this is the same league for him. Maybe it is. Maybe try playing more than one land? No. As a matter of fact, I have not. Alright, well, I found the land. I have found the land. Oh, he's 2-0, so yeah, it's probably a different league then. Because I played him at least, well, like 2-3 hours ago, and he was playing this deck. Highway Robbery. He's at 2-0 where the first match is with me. Oh, so it is the same league. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. You must have had some long matches then. I don't know what I'm doing this turn. I mean, I could get a Phoenix back, but I could also just do this. Which I think I kind of like better. I want to save all the spells for a turn that I can find Buried Alive. We played against one person playing Chthonian Nightmare. They were like green-black scam with Grist. I will say Chthonian Nightmare is really sick with the new Grist, because apparently I didn't know this, the new Grist triggers itself. So if you return the Grist to the battlefield, then it just immediately flips, which is kind of sick. We don't need this. Let's cast this. Discard Ritual. Still have not found a Phoenix. Alright, what if we fire off a Breach? See if he wants to counter that. He probably will. Alright. Cancel Resolves. Lost the flip. So we're on one spell right now. If they get back Phoenix, he's just going to kill it. I'm going to chill again. I think I want to save my spells for, like, I need to find Buried Alive. That's what I'm getting at. I need to both find and resolve Buried Alive. Resolving it's the hard part. Finding it might not be that difficult, but unlikely to resolve at this point. Do a Johnny to Cataman deck. Yeah, you can just go, like, turn one Oven, turn two a Johnny. Sack the cat token, flip a Johnny. I had an idea for, like, a Sorin Asmo deck, which is on the Mox field, but the idea was you used, like, Cat Oven, like the Oven, Cat Oven with a Johnny, and then it also had Ocelot Pride, and the synergy was, like, you could make a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of tokens with Asmo Manufacture, and then the City's Blessing is pretty trivial when you have Manufacture in play. And then once you get the City's Blessing, then your Ocelot Pride just goes completely berserk with Macadamy Manufacture. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea, but like when you kind of put it all together in your head, it sounds kind of cool. It's spells, right? Do I have spells in my deck? Cast Old Grist from your graveyard with Nightmare. Well, you're not casting it, but you can return it, yes. Yeah, we're playing 18 lands, by the way. I'm actually running out of fetchables. I actually am slowly running out of fetchables. I think I only have one left, right? I have one Blood Crypt. We got a Landlord over here. I got one more mountain. Surely I'll draw the mountain this turn, right? Let's go. Plan A, motherfucker. You want to kill it? I mean, they're going to. Okay. I accept. Tomber, good luck at your release. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a good time. It's been a lot of fun today. I've been having a blast playing these decks. Today's been amazing. So much fun. I've reinvigorated my love for Modern. I knew it would happen eventually. All right. Do you have a counter spell for this one, sir? It'd be nice if they didn't. Wow. So what's his hand? Certainly did not think we'd get this far. I guess we rob? Do we rob? We can sack lands to rob, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Is he dead to bolts? I guess I didn't think about that. Maybe I should have just played some bolts. Do I even pay at this point? I can bolt him 5 times, right? With the ritual. Ritual, bolt. And then can I cast 4 bolts from the graveyard and leave Phoenixes? No, but I can cast 3. So I can bolt him 4 times, he goes to 5. I'm just wondering if I should pay for this. I feel like I shouldn't. Like, I pay, then I play Ritual after this resolves, then I can bolt him 3 times? Yeah, let's pay. Let's pay. I think paying is fine. Alright, fine, you got me. You got me. I am gonna bolt you, though. Actually, no, we cast Ritual first. Yeah, I want a Ritual first so I can bolt 3 times. I bolt you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I can Lava Dart, Flashback, Sack Mountain. But if I do that, then I lose a Phoenix. So I'm just going to pass. So he goes to 2. Though he's probably going to kill one of the Phoenixes. Fine. Do you exile a Phoenix here to cast the Bauble? Surely not, right? That sounds bad. So we need to draw a Lava Dart. Lava Dart would be sick. Well, actually, any spell does it, right? Hold on. I think I let the Ragavan hit me because I want to save this in the graveyard for Phoenixes. He hit the Channeler. It's pretty bad for me. Maybe that was too greedy. I don't know. I feel like I needed to save the Lava Dart for Phoenixes. Yeah, that's good. That is good. I'll be at the counterspell. Sacrifice. Ooh, I like that. So 1 spell. 2 spells. It's the best way to sequence this. We go Lava Dart first, put him to 7. Hardcast Phoenix, attack with all 3. Let him trade, then bolt him. I think that's the best way to do it. Just bolting first in case of polarity could be okay. Sure. Well, no, because I want him to trade for the Channeler first, right? You know what I mean? Because if I bolt before he trades, then he gets the trigger Channeler for Surveil. But if I force the trade first and then, see what I'm saying? Okay, now I'm probably gonna bolt because I don't want him to trade for a Phoenix. Okay, that's fine. Take 6. You've been to Steam Vents. Okay. 2 more energy. Unstable. It's pretty good. Okay, that's his last card. Brick. Any brickers? Manamorphose. No, stop with the sweats. I can't take this. I can't take it, chat. I can't take it. The sweats in this game are real. Dingo's making me work for it. How did we not win during the breach turn? He had double spell pierce, so I didn't quite have enough mana to pay for it. Can we be dead if he rips bolt? I don't think so, right? Because that was a 5. Damn, that was a close game. That was a close game. Easy dubs, by the way. Never any doubt whatsoever. No buried alive necessary. Do you guys remember what graveyard hate he had last time? Oh, right, the Murktide puts us to 3. Yeah. Oh, that's a good point, too. The Ragavan cards, like the cards that you cast off of Ragavan, also trigger Amulet, which is kind of sick. That's one card that has impressed me today, which is a card that I really did not think was very good when I looked at it on the spoiler. But I played against a lot of Amulet, and I watched a lot of Spike and Dingo play Amulet, and that card looks really good. I think we said we wanted push, right? Push over, like, a Ritual and the Demolish. Try that, maybe. I don't know what graveyard hate he had. It does, right? Like, if you kind of think about the power level, like the average power level in Modern, and you look at that card, it doesn't immediately jump out to the page at you that it would be constructed playable, but it plays out a lot better than it looks. It's a surprising card for sure. Tune the narrative. I'll tune your narrative. Oh, did we keep a one-lander? What a noob lucker. I don't think we jam here, because it's unlikely to go anywhere. You made that joke already? Yeah, so what? I can reuse jokes. Chat does that all the time. Are you double standarding me where you guys get to reuse jokes but I can't? Seems kind of unfair if you ask me. Chat. Well, I mean, you're in chat, so what does that make you? What exactly do you think you are? Alright, give me a ritual. I think we chill. Maybe I'm supposed to just jam the Buried Alive here? I don't... I know it's gonna get countered, but... Is there any reason to jam here? I don't know. I'm just gonna pass. Whatever. Okay. Ooh, I like this. Not gonna bolt here. No land? Could have force negation, I guess. Alright, I don't believe he has force. Is there any reason to cast the ritual? 3, 4, 5. I could draw Highway Robbery, but I can just Manamorphose first in that case. Alright, don't force me, please. Thank you. Yeah, Buried Alive is a hell of a card, huh? Jesus Christ. When it resolves, it's really good. I think Tuesday, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday. When your opponent here, I'm gonna give you some advice, chat. When your opponent doesn't counter Buried Alive, you usually win the game. It's quite the magic card. We're 3-0. Breeding Pool. We have a Sylvan Safekeeper Enjoyer. I'm a little scared that they're playing the bird. I think we might have a fellow bird enjoyer on our hands. And I'm a little concerned. We may have a bird mirror match on our hands. I think so, Tony. Buried Alive is a really fucked up card. People forget how good that card is. Stoneforge Mystic. Are we getting a Shuko? We are, in fact, getting a Shuko. Birds on birds on birds on birds on birds. Well, you know, I'm not sure that I'm going to have time to do the stuff that I want to do, but it's all we got. Plotch. I'm plotting my revenge. Was Buried Alive Modern Legal before the set? Oh no, it's new. People would have been playing Buried Alive by now. But yeah, Buried Alive is an extremely powerful card. The biggest issue with Buried Alive is the fact that it costs 3. But you can kind of mitigate that by playing rituals. Monka, I am in danger. I repeat, I am now in danger, folks. The bird has entered the building. Oh, shit. I didn't even think about that, Tony. In Timeless, we can play Buried Alive. Is Git Robe in Timeless? No, I don't think Git Robe's in Timeless. So we kill them? No. I was going to say we kill them if we draw a bolt, but we don't because we don't have enough mana. We would need a ritual and a bolt. I mean, I can attack him for 12, but it's not good enough. Turn 3, Quad Phoenix. Not good enough. So close. I would like to attack you for 12 and then concede the game, because I know they have Shuko. Oh, I guess they had a flyer anyways. Yeah, I know your hand. I know you had it. I know about the Shuko. Alright, what do we do against Nadu combo? Nadu. I don't know, man. Oh yeah, it's infinite. I could make them do the thing. Here, for people who are unsure if that is infinite, I would like to point you to this screenshot. That's all you need to know about whether or not that was infinite. That's it. The answer is yes, it is infinite. I did it earlier, I know. Yeah, they showed me their hand. They had Nantuko. Thing is, you don't need Nantuko because you draw 6 cards and you're so likely to find it. I don't want to swap Gut Shot for Fatal Push. Nah, you know what? Okay, I'll try the moons in the play. I don't know if they're good, but I'll try them in the play. All right, how about this? If they get to do the combo this game, I'll go to the bathroom while they're comboing. Keep this. Chat, we never decided what we're playing after this. It's a pretty decent draw, huh? It's not a bad one. Would you call that a good draw? What do you think? Is Highway Robbery better than Rebound Looting? I'm thinking about playing both. I was thinking about it. I'm not sure what you would cut if you wanted to play both though, Nair. Because I'm pretty confident you want to play these rituals. It makes your hand so much more explosive. I don't know what the correct number of rituals is to play. I have 5. I could see the number being 6. But I think you do want rituals. Because you can't do this without rituals, you know? And like, I would rather play a deck that's more consistent on doing the thing on turn 2 than doing it on turn 3. Or like, I'd rather have a deck that does it on turn 2 30% or whatever the number is, and then, turn 3 100% of the time, versus not being able to do it on turn 2 and then doing it turn 3 every time. Because sometimes you just don't have that kind of time. The issue with Unsealing is you're not going to cut Synthesizer for it. And the thing that worries me is, like, can you really afford to have this many 3-drops in your deck? That's what concerns me about that, I just don't know. All right. Turn 2, I attack you for 10. No big deal. Turn 2, by the way. Turn 2 through a relic. Sec. Make it bladed? Oh, did he? Okay. I'll look at his Twitter because I want to see what his list looked like. Yeah, unfortunately, no Delirium. Did you guys get to watch the games that he played? Like, I guess my question would be, if you watch the games, did Unsealing look better than Synthesizer? Would be my question. Because, like, when I read the cards, it doesn't read more powerful than Synthesizer to me. That's my concern, I guess. Oh, it says budget in the deck title. Okay, well, if that's the case, then that's a different story. But I'm curious to see how he would actually build it, That feels good. Uh-oh. Bird spotted. You doing wild breach file things? No, we're just spinning birds. We're just spinning some birds. This seems up your alley, Spirit Squad. Okay, breeding pool. Actually, that was bad. I shouldn't have cracked the fetch. Oh, wait, no. Did I cut the, Am I supposed to bolt here? So if I hold the bolt, I could draw a ritual to go Buried Alive Phoenix. But if I cast the bolt, I cannot Buried Alive next turn and get Phoenix's back. So it's a question of, do I think there's a ritual on top? And we know they have Nadu. This is really close. I guess if I cast the bolt now, I can find Metamorphose? Yeah. Alright, fine. I'll do it. I don't know if this is right, but I'll do it. Okay, well, I'm glad I graveyarded those. Definitely do not want that shit. Well, that's really bad. That is not good. That is not good. Endurance pretty good against the Phoenix deck, huh? I mean, I don't know if that's good because it cuts me off casting Buried Alive. Could find a Metamorphose eventually, and they already have a Forest. Let's jam it. I really don't know if that's a good idea. I might actually save the Buried Alive too. I think I'm gonna wait till next turn to Buried Alive. Because, like, there's a chance I draw a Ritual and could just go off, like, pop off next turn. What can they cast off? Forest? Okay, well, now I'm at Bloodman. Maybe if this was my plan... Yeah, oh my god, I got punished. Jesus Christ, did I get punished? Alright, should have cast the Blood Moon. Probably should have cast the Blood Moon. I mean, I kind of have to do it now, because they have the Saga. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. Because now I can kill Teferi. No, we need Manamorphose, right? Yeah, we need Manamorphose. No. Oh. I forgot that that was going to turn on Delirium. That was not great. Not my best move. Just attack with my channeler, no big deal. Right, I should have kept that for not Delirium purposes. Now we just can't possibly win. Alright, you win. Mistakes were made, okay? Mistakes were made. I don't think we can blame that loss on the deck. What are you trying to say? Nadu for sure, and this deck has been surprisingly good. I've liked it. Well, this is the nuts, so I'm not going to mulligan. Yeah, look at this hand. We can even surveil for the 4th Phoenix. Yeah, the Nadu deck was so stupid. What's funny about the Nadu deck is the version that we played was bad. The version that we played was had Primal Prayers main deck, and we've come to the realization that Primal Prayers is not very good in the deck. But like, it didn't matter that we had 4 bricks because the rest of the deck is so broken. Oh my god, we have the Demolish too? Jesus Christ. What is this hand? Look at this hand. This is turn 2, by the way. The time you asked how they stopped that exact hand. Right, exactly. Yeah, you just can't beat it, you know? Did we want anything against the blue-red energy deck? We did Fatal Push last time, but I don't... Yeah, we may not have just sideboarded. We either didn't sideboard or we boarded in Fatal Push. You know, he has a lot of counterspells. What if we tried Thoughtseize? It's just not worth it. We can just fight through his counterspells. That's the one deck that I have not built yet was Merfolk. Yeah, give me a gut shot. Never lucky. So here's a question. Do we surveil to brick his Ragavan, quote unquote? Or do we surveil after the Ragavan hits? I think I surveil after the Ragavan. Kind of wanted that. Okay. I will keep that. So he probably has a counterspell, right? I'm just going to pass. Yeah, I guess surveilling to make sure he didn't hit a Phoenix could be good. Because I definitely don't want him exiling a Phoenix. He showed me Spell Pierce last game, so I'm going to shock. You know what I might do next turn is just Hardcast Burial Alive. Because it's never resolving, right? Alright, new plan. New plan. Take a hit from Ragavan. I mean, the issue is this is still not resolving, but that's fine. Something we just have to live with. Mishra's Bobol. Alright, rob me. Rob me, please. 2, 3, 4, 5. Did this first. Weirdly enough, I'm kind of looking for a second ritual. Okay, that's pretty good too. This doesn't work if he counters the Manamorphose. Alright, I was trying to bait the counterspell out. This might be a little too aggro. Yeah, because now he's just going to counter this. Maybe I went too all in, huh? Drew the Lava Dart anyways. Yeah. Guess we hold back to try and trade for the Ragavan. We can get Phoenixes back next turn. Dingo, why are you so rude to me? Alright, surely this one resolves, right? Surely the second one resolves. Expressive Iteration. Why did the treasures look different? Oh, these are MH3 treasures. I'm going to cast Manamorphose here because I can try to find a lane. Play for Spell Pierce. It's kind of rude. Question is, do I attack? No. Mostly because I want to brick wall the Tameo. I mean, I guess he could also just, like, flip it before combat. But I think forcing him to try to, like, find cantrips to flip it, as opposed to just not being able to attack into it, is pretty good. We have Dart Buried Alive, so any spell does it. Unfortunately, that is not a spell. I'm going to cast the Channeler pre-combat just to see if it resolves. Kind of gross, actually, if he hits the flip. Chat question mark, is this card a meme, or is it actually good? 3 mana just seems like so much. Like, I know why it's good, but 3 is just so much mana for a counterspell. Do you think it's actually good? I have my reservations. Yeah, I mean, it's good half of the time, right? The other half of the time, I mean, the floor is pretty low, you know? Like, you would never put cancel in your modern decks, so the floor is very, very low. All right, we need a spell, please. Unfortunately, that is not a spell. Technically not dead, so we could chump block. Comparable to Archmage's Charm. It's a fair comparison. That sounds about right. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, people already wanted to play Charm or Flame anyways. And, like, maybe the ceiling, maybe the floor on those cards is lower, but the ceiling on the other one is higher, if that makes sense. Because the ceiling on this card is just sometimes 3 mana win the game. It's just counter your spell and take your, you know, whatever. Ceiling should be pretty high depending on what you decide to counter. Well, I mean, what I'm saying is that the floor on Invert Polarity is, like, lower than basically any of those other cards combined. Like, you would never, ever consider registering cancel in your deck. So, like, the floor is very low, right? Because at least with the other cards, even, like, Archmage's Charm, for example, sure, you can cancel with that, but, like, that card is so much more flexible. The other cards you can cast when they play around cancel. If they play around the card, you're kind of screwed. Right, yeah, that too. It's like, you can't, there's no buyout clause on Invert Polarity. It's like, if they decide to play around it, then you just can't do anything. All right, surely no Spell Pierce, right? Surely no Spell Pierce? All right, no Spell Pierce confirmed. He did show me Force Negation last time, so if he has Force good beats, I can't play around it. No Force, no Force, no Force. Nah, he has it. Why? Why? Come on, man. Fuck off. Disruptor Fluke. Chosen card is Buried Alive. Face. How's that, huh? Go. I don't know why I shocked. What did he pitch? He pitched Invert Polarity. That's also a good use case for that card, most of the time. I'm seething mad right now, Dingo. I will have you know that I'm seething mad. I mean, it's good against Buried Alive. It makes sense. I got more where that came from, jackass. Attack. He still has 4 cards in his hand. Brother. Can you not? Oh, you have Murktide too. Bolt Murktide counterspell. Right. Oh, you win. You win. All right, I quit. Dingo's so mean to me. Dingo said you were never friends. Well, we're definitely not now. So, Buried Alive Phoenix. Deck was nice. The numbers are kind of weird on this deck. I'm still not exactly sure what the correct number of rituals are. I feel like 5 is good. I could see playing a 6. The gut shots I could maybe take or leave. I do still kind of like the Channeler Bauble package, but like that's kind of like a package deal with the breaches. It's really hard to find room for cuts in this deck. Maybe you could trim like the 4th Robbery. Maybe you can trim the 4th Lava Dart. The sideboard is still up in the air too. Again, the theory behind this was it's good against graveyard hate, but maybe you can find something better. Chat suggests flashing Pick Your Poison instead of Feed the Swarm, which I kind of like, because Pick Your Poison's more versatile, kills Murktides, kills kills One Rings, which Feed the Swarm is more narrow in its applications. So I could see that angle as well. But yeah, Buried Alive, if you can resolve it and it doesn't get Force of Negation, is an extremely broken card. But if you're watching this on YouTube, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, and let me know what you thought down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, YouTube.